Hey, good morning, folks. AJ here. This is our last day here in Elgin for at least this phase of what's going on. Packed up. Goal right now is to get some breakfast, head over, get a different masonry bit to hopefully be able to punch through the wall, relocate all those cables that are on the floor that are now in the basement, and run them through the bathroom so that we can get them back to their original location, feed into that. If not, Pastor Felicia said that is fine. The main thing is we do have it up out of the way, but that is the goal. Again, I only have a certain amount of time I can dedicate to that, because after that I have to change my direction and pack up everything that they have and get over to Cornerstone United Methodist Church so that I can get it set up for them to live stream and have all their stuff in place. They're not going to be there this Sunday, but it's the following week. So I need to make sure that I get acclimated to their system and make sure I can get everything working. So if they run into any issues, I'll be able to guide them through that. So I think I got everything cleaned up. I need to return the umbrella that Pastor Felicia let me borrow when it was downpouring. So let's get on the road. Let's head over to the store and let's head back to First United Methodist. Then go to the next, and then get on a plane and go home and see my little girl. All right. Alrighty, folks. So wrapping up what I was able to do here, because like I said, I have to head over to Cornerstone. So let me just give you a tour on what we did. Not too excited that I didn't get everything accomplished, but we did get plenty accomplished. I just had a goal that we were this much off of, but I mean, we still made some good progress. So let me show you what we got. I bundled up all the cables. Again, this is one of the things I did not like, that I have to leave it like this. I'm gonna have to rent an industrial strength hammer drill to get all the way through. Like, I'm about a foot in and I just couldn't get any further than that. So that's the issue. We got our cables here. So the idea is we're going to put a piece of conduit all the way there, drop down and go through. That leads into the women's bathroom. But for right now, we got it up here. This is running up in here. We got it going through the ceiling because we were able to get the hole. So the idea, that hole is either right here or right here that we weren't able to hit through. I think I'm hitting steel. So might need to like go in an angle to bypass that, but my drill is not strong enough to do that. So we got that here. The hole that we made is right there. We got everything ran over again. This is temporary because all of this is actually going to go away, especially when we're able to get rid of the regular phone systems. None of this is really needed. Still never got anybody to give me the login and the password for this. So this is still hard coded to the old network that is the sonic wall and all this other stuff that was causing some issues. That's gone and everything's been resolved. We got our stuff here. I do have this access point here, which is temporary. I might even move this into the sanctuary, to be quite honest. See if that, nah. I don't want something else for somebody to touch. And the sanctuary is not even going to be used right now, so that's fine. I do like the ether lighting on here. So we got our cables here. All of this is going to be done away. Technically, I could start unplugging this stuff and plugging these in to these switches. I might actually even do that on some of these connections. So it's a mess here with cables. So when we come back, we'll organize a lot of these way better, and to where a lot of this is going to go away. And actually, I don't even need this. This is just feeding that other switch up there. So this is not needed. Yeah, it was 2 connections. That switch isn't even being used. So that can actually go away completely. This is what's bridging the gap into this switch. And it looks like they have PoE turned on every jack, and it's not like some of them are probably not even needed. But like I said, the idea is probably put a 24 port here, and then this rack is bolted into the floor, so it ain't going nowhere. But if I had to have a switch, it would just be one. And see, even all these cables I'm hooking over, they're not connecting to anything. So a lot of this stuff is like redundant. What's this going to? That's the cable that feeds to that. And it's like none of these cables are actually doing anything. So I got everything connected, and almost every single cable I just moved over here isn't doing anything. So like I said, that's no need in that at all. So let me actually unplug that, so that way I know if I come back and stuff is here, we know stuff has been changed. So we'll do away with that, or probably keep them in place because those cables already ran. I would probably, like I said, put a 24 port switch, connect all of these up here, and all of these Cisco things are going to go away. This is not needed unless that's going to the server, but again, there's no reason for the server to be down here. But anyway, that's what we got down here. Now let's get up out of this. Well, let me take you on the other side here. So like I said, I was able to find and trace the cable. So we do have internet down here. So that's the access point that's actually going to stay down here. So that works. And the reason I'm debating about putting that another switch down there, I think what I'm probably going to do is put a 24 over there and then put that 16 over here somewhere, because we have to do, we need PoE++ on 4 doors down here, some readers, security cameras. So that would be a dedicated switch just for the security cameras down here. Probably put it, that 6U rack, probably put that in the wall on the other side of here, and that would handle everything down here. So I'll have a total of 32 connections. No, 40 connections down here. Add, 16, 34. Yeah, we'll have 40 connections down here. So that should be more than enough for everything down here in the basement. We have a 48 port switch on the first floor, and then another 24 that's going to go in the media booth. Then we're going to have another 24 on the second floor on the 16 port on the second floor of the west side, and then maybe that other 16, instead of it being down here, I'll put a 24, put the other 16 on both of the second floors on the east and west wing. I think I'll do that. So now that we got here, let me get away from this noise. Let's go upstairs. So a bunch of the cables have already been ran to the cameras, and we can repurpose those instead of having to pull these all over again. We got the display cast, and when I changed the hard drive, it erased everything, but I showed Amy how to put that stuff up on here. This is the door we're going to put the intercom on. The hub is already mounted here, so that Ethernet cable here is going to the camera. So the idea is probably splice this, find the other end of this, connect this to the PoE switch, PoE++, because this is needed, PoE++. That will splice into this, then run that out into the camera that's out there right now, but ultimately it's going to be the intercom. Because I don't think with the intercom being there, I don't think we need to have another camera right above the door, because the intercom is going to be right here. So anybody that's coming in, they'll have a camera, but then we'll have cameras on either side. But you never know, I might still put a camera right there so you can, I mean, you're going to see somebody walking up and it's going to be a blind spot here, so we'll see. And it's kind of windy, so that's what we got there. Let's take, this is the west side that we're on right now. Have a magnetic lock right here, magnetic lock here. We'll have a camera that's looking this way, then another camera that's looking that way. We have tons and tons of cables that have already been pulled in the ceiling, and I got plenty left over. Let me turn these lights on. Hopefully everything is still good here. They're going to start work here next week. So we got the cables, like I said, ran, but I see where everything else is. So either way, all the cables I pulled are going to be for the 4 cameras going to be in here, the access points, and the 4 door locks. We have this access point set up on this wing. Obviously it's not connected to anything. Then we have our other lines right here. We have a total of 4 more lines here. So the 2 cameras is going to replace that. I may repurpose that line, but we do have brand new lines here. So that'll be for 1 camera that's looking in this direction, the other one that's looking in this direction. Then we have 2 cables over here. One is an extra, one is going to be for the door access, and then maybe another camera over here. But the fact that I'm seeing where these cables are, I might just repurpose those, pull those down, put some other ones. So we got a door here. We are going to have to run another cable, so maybe that other cable here, that'll be for 2 hubs. I'll keep the hubs on this side, but then we'll run another cable here to handle the door lock. That'll be security locks. And this is actually already has, I think this is still already a magnetic lock. It's not. Hold on, I do this stuff. There we go. So got to figure out how we're going to secure that, because this is a magnetic door. We need to figure out how that's being controlled, because worst case scenario, we're probably going to have to put a magnetic lock there or find electronic ones here so we don't have to replace that, or get a double lock that replaces at the top right there, and that would be electrified so that it can hold that door in place. So we got that. So I'm making notes for myself there. That leads downstairs. That's where we just came from. So there'll be a camera down there that's being fed. Got 1 camera to see up here. We'll put another camera equivalent right above this so we can see when somebody's walking upstairs. Be careful up here. And again, I can't go into the sanctuary because the sanctuary is a hard hat zone. And there's the crawl space. That, man, that looks tight to try and get up in there. Let's see up here. The same way we'll secure that door, camera. So that'll be 2 connections here. Now I didn't run cables here. I mean, that's not a problem. But like I said, this is where we'll probably put another switch up here. I have connected, got rid of all the old routers and all this other stuff. So all of the jacks here are actually working. So lock, camera, I'll probably put them up here. So, and I can probably go with the flexes. So I'll have one pointed in this direction, have another one pointed down in this direction. and don't know where the light switch is, but there's our other access point for this side, right above where the other one is. That will cover all the Wi-Fi here. The same way, we'll have a cable here for the door, so we can lock this whole zone down. I'll stick my head in there. And then the sanctuary, we got to secure the doors and all that fun stuff. So I don't want to go there. As you can see, they're cleaning up all the stuff where the media is there. A lot of work going on with there. Another camera needs to go on this side, so that's where we may run another extension out of here so that we can power a camera so we can see if anybody's coming up this way. So the idea is they walk up here, their key fob, if they won't let them in, that door will stay locked, the sanctuary will stay locked, and all they can do is come up here and stay in the go up and down the stairs, but then they can't get in anywhere once everything is locked down. So that's this side. And let me pop in real quick, show the new server room, and then we head up out of here. Alrighty, so in here we got the stuff here, got to finish the lock, but again, not that concerned with that. We're gonna put a raceway here against the wall from we run all the rest of the cables here, because again, this is temporary. We got our raceway going down, we got our server stuff here. Obviously this is going to be cleaned up and make this look a whole lot prettier. This is going to slide over here once they move everything out, because obviously they were busy. But we got everything here. We're going to run all of the existing connections that we can back to here, so they'll be physically connected here, because that other 16 port is at Amy's desk. We're going to get rid of that, and everything is going to connect here. So that's how we're going to be able to move that 16 port somewhere else. I think that's about it. Let me show you on this side, and then we will be done. We got, the Access Ultra here, and then back here, like I said, this is the 16 port that we'll move. We got the Unified phones that are in place. This is the one I said we're going to remove. All of the connections are going to run back to the server room, so all of these extensions, and I think that is about it. So made a lot of progress, not exactly as much as I wanted to, but we did accomplish the main thing of relocating the stuff upstairs. So let's get over to Cornerstone, and then let's get to the airport.